Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Grimstone Chronicles Season 5, Episode 4. I am your host, but not your DM. Adam is the DM. He's in charge of us.
Aloha.
How's it going?
Hello.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. We're on the, my wife and I are doing a, I guess it would be called a detox? We are trying to basically get through the month on the, what the government says the food costs are. So it's $350 is how much we're going to spend on food for 2 humans. That's supposed to be enough. $350 is supposed to be your groceries for like a family of 4. I am a large man, so
that was true. That was true for us 4 years ago.
Well, this is so we're trying to do that, and so far things are so far so good. I mean, if you couldn't eat pork, I don't know where you get your protein from because the pork is going to screw us because the prices went up, but everything else went up faster. But so far the food's good. A lot more time spent prepping it, but it's like eating a lot of rice and a lot of cabbage.
Yeah, vegetables and stuff. You need that shit. But...
Yeah. It's so we're part of our way through that.
It's a really good thing that I'm a bad cook because I'm never asked to cook.
Oh. So it's a good thing for you and not someone.
Oh yeah, it's great for me.
Perry thinks it's bullshit.
I've tried. I've tried. It's just like, and I eat it because I don't give a crap. I eat anything.
You eat your own trash, do you?
Yeah, like, it tastes fine to me. I just soy sauce and teriyaki. We're good to go.
Although we are cheating, we're not including spices or sauces in that number. All those are like free because
You assume you already have them, and
and their quantities are low enough, and whatever. It's already hard. There's zero. We have 0 for takeout in our budget. None. Jessica, like I'm drinking the Marty tea special. I found a way to actually calibrate the caffeine in it, so I've got that as my my energy. Like one tea bag and 2 scoops of sugar and a little bit of because the canned pop that's too expensive, and then a little splash of lemon.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing.
What I do is I don't like drinking a lot of juice all the time. It loses flavor, so I have like a cup a day maybe, or a cup every 2 days or something. Just because otherwise it just becomes I need way more sugar every day, and that's the way I maintain it.
If we're not supposed to talk about it, let me know. But weren't you like a juice importer for a while?
That was funny. I was
hear from Ahmed again.
That changed cold. Call me Mustafa now. No, it was a business I was looking into. I had contacts in Egypt, and they were like fresh juice and everything like that. But yeah, I dropped that. I was like, no,
okay, I just want like I don't drink that much juice. I'm like, can you import your own?
So the guy I was in touch with told me like, yeah, this company that was making all these juices, yeah, they all got arrested by the government. I'm like, let's drop that contract. I was like, okay, cool.
So the juice that he drinks is like the failed business, the shed in the back that's all full of juice.
Your shipping crate full of juice in the back.
Bring the stuff from 2015.
Fresh guava juice.
Don't worry, the heat of the sun will kill all the bacteria. Taste of failure. Awesome.
Delicious. It's mixed in with my tears.
Mark, what's going on with you?
Not much. The only thing I've done lately went to camp. I went to go see the new Mission Impossible movie.
Oh, that's how good it was.
Tom Cruise is old. His cast is good. The Ving Rhames is old.
You know what? I give that man credit. I don't know how many babies he eats a day to keep that young, but it's...
My
He
grandpa.
is, for his age, he's remarkably spry.
So my grandfather, one of them, like at that age, he couldn't lift his elbows past his shoulders. It was like it's a completely different, like, oh, I'm jumping on planes and doing fight sequences versus I can't really brush my own hair. Could you help me with my hair? Like, that's the level of, like...
Yes, exactly. But there's just one point, because of course he runs in the movie, where I'm like, I can't run that fast. not even close.
Well, you saw it in the Top Gun Maverick movie, where he's in the scene with, what's his name, Val Kilmer in the scene.
Oh, yeah.
I know Val Kilmer's had some health-related issues, but it's like, they're around the same age.
Yeah. They don't look alike.
They don't look alike.
No, they have aged differently.
There was a rivalry between them at one point.
Yep.
There's my problem with the movie is, well, it's kind of a John Wick situation, John Wick 4, where it's like there's some good action sequences, but then there's moments you're like, come on, fuck, seriously? You expect me to believe this? Really? Like, I'm fine with him jumping off a fucking mountain on a motorcycle with a parachute to get onto the train. But this? Come on!
What am I up to? So, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 finally arrived in DVD form. So I'm like, I'll go back and watch the originals. And then I realized there's a bunch of story with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the other Marvel movies. And then, like, the Christmas special. So I'm chewing my way through all the relevant Guardians of the Galaxy stuff so that I'll be all caught up before watching the Volume 3.
That's hours and hours.
It's hours. No, I finished Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I started... Maybe I'm in the first half an hour of Infinity War, so
I made a list with Marty the other day. Just we were chit chatting, and I did the mental checklist. And if you just ignore Disney Plus, like you probably should, just nothing on there exists, then it's not too bad. You have to watch Infinity War again. Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, Infinity War, and then Endgame, and then
Endgame, less
Thunder,
good,
and then
you're pretty much
3?
ready to go.
Christmas special Volume 3?
Yeah. And the Christmas special, I think, is mostly optional anyway. It's just like grew up.
I'd argue Thor: Love and Thunder is optional as well, having seen it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
gave a 2-sentence summary. I don't want to know spoilers, but I gave a 2-sentence summary of what happened, and it's like Thor's a dick, and then he fucks off. Like, that's not spoiling nothing, but that's basically the interaction.
Thor got stupid, he's a dick, then fucks off, right? Yeah.
Love and Thunder is probably my favorite example of, like, such a good opening sequence and then falls so hard off a cliff, like drove right into a mountain. Where it's like, even within their opening sequence, like where it's the Guns N' Roses intro where he's, until it's like, but actually he was an idiot and screwed everything up. Like that sort of slapstick ending to that opening sequence is like, that was so cool. I'm like, I'm on board. And I'm like, oh, I fell off the board. No.
All right, you guys want to do a recap what happened last time? Which was an awesome game. I was smiling about this one. King's Gambit. Oh, did we hit Ahmed? What's Ahmed doing?
Not drinking juice.
Ahmed was on vacation.
Okay,
Ahmed's on vacation this week. He's just I sleep in till 11 or 12 every day now.
What time do you go to bed?
Like 4.
So you get not enough sleep. Got it.
Yeah, it's great.
I wake up at 10. To go to bed at 4.
No, not quite enough. You need another hour or so. King's Gambit. The Steel Rose Squad exchanges gifts with the Steel Rose Expeditionary League. Dugganschmirph is let out of his prison gemstone. In search for gifts for the Cloven architect, the squad visits the Entombed King and raids an orcish stronghold on the prime world of Ruach Durak. Inside Dumathoin's hold, they encounter an ancient dwarven lich, the protector of many secrets. The lich challenges the party to a game of castles. The party adopts fey tactics and runs amok. while Chaga squares down with the dangerous Lich in a game for their very souls and mythic powers.
Yeah.
Cue the Benny Hill music. That was an amazing, an amazing game of checkers.
All right. So, the party basically collected the treasure from the domain. Chaga is in charge of the trapped Lich. You believe it's a Lich, as well as have access to this massive space. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Within in my prep, I did the XP. I forgot to write down the treasures. There is a vast library of books as well as other treasures in that space. Of key interest, he does have a manual of intellect, a manual of wisdom, a manual of charisma, which I think is the one you already have. You won that book. There's a manual of strength, a manual of speed, and a manual of toughness.
So all 6 of the stats?
Yep.
What are the bonuses?
They're all +2.
Garbage.
Dexterity.
Additionally, he has a full set of manuals of golem crafting.
My man.
And then various other treasures.
What did I forget here? Wisdom. Okay, so the ones that we're going to write down are the manuals that affect our stats, because while Dee Dee is crafting, we might be able to use those.
That's why I brought it up, because it's probably relevant to your...
I think just as a heads up, we already, in our treasure, we already have a text for con.
Amadeus used it. If it's still in the treasure, it should be.
Yeah, he did.
Let me see how long it takes to study those.
A week?
Let's say 5 days.
48 hours over a minimum of 6 days.
Okay, so close. A 5-day. A 5-day. Try real hard.
All right, let's go to the time tracker. Yeah, I don't know if Ruach Durak took the whole 5-day chunk, so if we count some of the days in that and the 5 days of Dee Dee building, means on the 7th week of spring, we should be able to get the book studying done at the same time as the crafting.
Yep.
All right, this is an inherent bonus. It does not stack with existing inherent bonuses. It replaces a lower number. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think anyone in. Oops, I put this in the northern group.
What does inherent bonus come from?
Oh, it's like, I found a bunch of books.
Yeah. Oh no, we didn't want to give those up.
I like to read books.
Where does the inherent bonuses come from?
Wishes and miracles.
I got one of my guys as an inherent bonus.
So Chaga does not have any inherent bonuses. Los does not have any.
The Sod doesn't have any.
Dee Dee will be busy crafting, but just to feel bad, she does not have any.
Capra does not have any.
Okay, Grackle has
1 in Dex.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that came from the book.
I think it did.
I think you got a book previously. Yep.
You bought a book during downtime.
Sod does not have any. Capra does not have any. Sulfur,
he's not here.
He wasn't in the. His soul wasn't being wagered.
He's not here. That's true. Although we might bring him. Dugan doesn't have any. Amadeus does not.
He's got a +2 con.
Oh, he's got a +2. He just got the +2 con one.
He got the +2 from the book. Yeah.
Okay. Who is interested in the strength?
Strength?
Yep. we give magic items. We tend to give magic items away from where they'll be most effective, as opposed to.
So it's either
It's-
Amadeus or Capra.
It's Capra for a +1 damage on bow attacks, or Amadeus for a +1 on the grapply grapples
On the
and
grapple
damage.
and to hit.
The Sod would use it for his hit and damage as well.
Desod for dragon.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Desaad and Capra are the three there.
Well, Amadeus got the last one, so as a player, I'll bow out.
Let's see how we
yeah,
go
let's see
with the
what's
other one.
left,
So dexterity, who's in for that one?
Yo, Capra would prefer that one to the strength one.
Loke
Yeah.
is interested in that. Capra is interested in that. He'd prefer. Okay.
Grackle's interested in that.
No. Because next level we get another.
Okay, so Grackle is not interested in that.
Yeah, and
Um,
if we
Is Dugan interested in that?
Durgan's interested in the dex, yes.
Okay. Con. Los is not interested in that one.
Really? Why not? Can't understand why.
Undead don't have
Grackle,
con scores. Wait till we get to charisma. The whole party is fighting over there.
So, Con...
Grackle would be interested in that.
Grackle's interested in Con? Okay.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a lot of con.
He wants to not die? Okay.
He wants to not die.
I mean,
if I had, like, if you were,
Capra's also okay with a Con one. Like,
yep, Chaga would, as a tertiary kind of thing, become more beef. Int? Who uses int in this party?
we've already
No, we're all
discussed
a
this.
bunch of dumb sons of bitches.
North derision.
We're a bunch of dumb
Oh,
bastards.
bunch of dumb
Well, no, we had one smart guy. We kicked his ass to the plane. He was smart, but not
Guy
loyal.
with the books got kicked out.
That's not why. We can always go get him back. If the party went and said, Chaga, we need more back.
Nobody complained. Like, the most you got was Grackle being, or Desaad being like, well, what happened?
Here's our offer with the int one. We can give it to Dee Dee. It will at least help with her lore checks.
Chaga's also sitting with a 12 int and he's hurting for skill points.
Or
Okay, give it to Chaga.
Or it can be a gift for the other party because there's two other characters there who will make use of it. Sunny and
Gift for other party. And then Dee Dee, question mark, and Chaga would actually like some more skill points. Who's a wisdom guy?
Chaga.
Yeah. Does Chaga have an item?
For int, no.
Okay, well maybe that's the best.
I know the next downtime
Yeah.
he will. Yes, I understand.
It's an inherent bonus versus.
We'll get Barnabas's inherent bonus.
He's already got. You can't use it. He's got a +6 right now.
Oh fuck. Okay.
How'd you get that?
We'll get.
Oh, because
Who'd you kill for that?
Remember when I switched my bloodline with that item? Yeah. Well, the 9th level power is
Inherent bonuses.
Is inherent bonuses to intelligence, and I got a shirt now that upped my sorcerer level for class powers by 4, so I've got the max +6 inherent bonus.
Okay.
All right, wisdom. Chaga is a wisdom caster.
And yes, I'm playing the system like a fiddle.
It's fine.
Chaga's a wisdom caster.
But Chaga's a wisdom caster. I don't know that we have anybody else who's a wisdom caster. Primarily, that would
Give it to Chaga.
matter.
Okay, charisma. Watch this list.
Everybody.
Los is undead and a charisma caster. Chaga is a charisma caster. Dee Dee is a charisma caster.
Dugan's a charisma caster.
Dugan is a charisma caster.
He'd rather have the dex, though.
Desaad is a charisma caster.
Grackle could use it too.
Cool, would use it. And Capra?
Capra is a charisma caster, but he's got diminished spell casting. Like
Okay.
he's not. He's.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the manual of wisdom to Chaga, and I'm going to remove Chaga from the others.
Yep.
Okay, just because that one was the most obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Which leaves manual of con.
If Khan goes to Grackle, Grackle will be like, yeah, sure, I'll take that and drop out of the charisma.
Okay, Amadeus, Desaad, and Capra want the strength. Capra, Los, and Dugan want the dexterity. Grackle, Capra want the con.
We want to make sure that everybody's coming out with something.
Well, there's not
Right.
enough things to give to everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
So Capra is kind of an NPC in this for now. I might bitch later when he becomes full PC, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be geared to what Capra already hits things and does lots of damage and is more than sufficient for NPC needs.
All right.
Like
so
the NPC
Grackle,
needs.
you'd be fine with the Constitution one?
Yeah.
Okay. Los or Dugan for the dexterity?
Los will make better use of it. Yeah.
I mean,
Use-wise, Dugan's going to get the least out of any of these.
Los really wants the Charisma one because it's his hit points and his spellcasting and its fort save and his
AC,
fucking yeah.
I think Dugan should get the next one.
Okay. I concur.
He's not going to get as much out of.
It's how many feats did you put into dex-based skills?
That's fair, I guess. But they're already so high.
You fucking earned it. It's fine.
Do we give the manual of strength to Desaad then?
Sure.
If he wants to be big, strong Dragon Man. Big, strong Dragon Man.
All right, manual of int, we're saving.
We'll give it.
Oh, I don't get to read the book.
Dee Dee's crafting this, so she wouldn't be able to do it. She wouldn't be able to use it for this adventure anyways.
All right.
She's also staying behind when going to the Abyss, so I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Charisma. Are we going to do a roll-off then? Between Los, Dee Dee, Dugan, you've already got
Dugan's
one.
got one, so.
Desaad's already got one, and Grackle's already got one. So is this Los and Dee Dee fighting over it? You know
Well,
Los,
you're the.
Los will take it.
My two characters are fighting over it. No, you're now choosing.
All right, so that is the decision for those books, and I'm going to put down who's studying those books. So Dugan is studying a book. Manuel Desaad is studying a book. Shaga is studying a book.
So since everybody else is reading, what am I supposed to do?
Shut up! I'm reading.
I see you're doing a bunch of wind sprints. Over there is doing burpees, and somebody's over there doing puzzles. Well, okay.
Okay, and then while that is going on, Dee Dee is crafting the box of the virtual, I guess this thing needs a name, the amazing box of mazes. We need of seasonal mazes. Craft check. And basically it's got a permanent illusion inside the box to show 5 holder progresses as they walk around. All right, how can we aid Dee Dee's craft check? Dee Dee, I assume it's visual art that we'll use for the craft?
That or, well, if you're using visual art for it.
Okay.
That, sculpture. I'm only good with dead things. So I can help if you want to put some some.
Well, yeah,
wings on there.
there's one maze for each season, so she's going to be consulting the other members of the council.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a fifth maze, which is the final maze, and that will be all about stroking the ego of minotaurs.
We could have it full of horns and call it the Horny Maze.
Yeah, it's much better than the cow pen.
I don't think the Horny Maze is a good name.
Which is exactly why it's a good name.
That's not how that works.
Well, it's really good to see you, Amadeus, and you're looking very handsome.
The eyes are the same, pretty close. Before they used to be, but now they're mostly... Is it easier to see now?
No.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
have a
harder
hard
to
time
see?
picking up cups and shit before, when you start fixing your face and stuff.
Okay, Dee Dee's gonna bug Coven-of-One for a crafter's fortune.
Can you center us? Are we on I don't see where we are.
I think we're just
So, plus 40 with the crafter's fortune. Are there any other bonuses?
What she's crafting?
Crafting, yeah.
Crafting what? But everyone's busy though, right?
Well,
It's a wondrous item that is a illusory box of mazes.
She can ask for maybe the party from the north to help with this.
I'm just...
Depending on where we are.
Okay.
Where's the timesheet?
Yeah, Capra could cast a bunch of heroisms on you.
Yeah.
You already have Crafter's Fortune?
Toilsome Chant.
Toilsome Chant.
It's a first level bard spell.
Got abundant ammunition, cure light wounds, expeditious retreat, gravity bow, magic weapon, snowball, gentle breeze, true strike, remove fear, tracing mark, passes out trace, detect animals, feather fall, and alarm.
That's an awesome spell. I don't know why I passed that one up.
I don't really make too much.
It allows her inspire competence to apply to the next skill check up to a maximum of 1 hour per cast level. So basically, you could have this going. Yeah. I'm gonna put that on the list of things to get as page of spell knowledge.
Huh.
Very handy spell.
Yeah.
Huh.
It would add too much time for her to learn it, create a spell knowledge page, and then fix everything up.
It's one of the reasons Barnabas' scores for his cooking are so good.
Yeah. Toilsome Chant. Nice. It would add a competence bonus. She already has an item that gives her a plus 10 competence bonus to her visual art.
Well,
Yeah,
still plus 6 or 5.
Yeah. No, she's got a plus 10 item, and then her tools are superior grade. So her kit actually gives her plus 14 to visual art. She has like the best tools and then magic. So yeah, we're sitting at a plus 40.
Add a D6
with
to
a
that.
mythic point, you could D6 that. What else?
Capra can aid if you wanted to just straight up normal aid.
Yeah, if we could just pile on the normal aids. Dugan, you spend time inside of little gems and things, so...
Capra's going to aid with the illusions of dead things with his taxidermy.
Okay.
Ooh, bluff. I'm going to aid you with bluff. This looks like a good way to do it. No, you want it to look enticing.
If you have any way of making the maze tricksy, that would be good.
Dugan has knowledge engineering. Can that help?
Yeah.
Knowledge maze building. What the fuck?
If that was a yes, then auto aid from Dugan. He's got a 13 in knowledge engineering.
Nice.
I don't know why you have a 13 in knowledge engineering.
So
To
you
think
can,
about breaking
so you can
things.
pull buildings apart, basically.
To break things. Okay.
I disable the house. Oh, this is a load-bearing wall, is it?
In engineering, we
he
call
knows
it
what
physical
joists are.
engineering.
That's funny.
So how about this? Forgeries or like can we use that somehow? Forge? Or not, I don't know. That makes
I mean,
sense.
there's going to be art inside as little visual prizes.
All right. One thing we're going to need is
I'll give you a bluff. That's it.
and engineer might be it. Something to determine the DC of the maze. Right?
Yeah. How
Bluff. A feint.
Given that disabled devices, how complex devices are,
I think that's more in alignment.
Okay. Dee Dee's disabled device is plus 39. How's Dugan's?
54.
Okay, so Dugan is the one creating the complexity of the mazes. With Dee Dee's help.
You got an aid from Desaad.
Okay, so 8 from Desaad and Dee Dee.
Yep. Dee Dee also has superior grade tools that she can lend you, which are plus 4 instead of plus 2.
Let me double check that I don't remember. Alright, I've got plus 2 tools, so that gives me
You get an aid from Grackle as well.
8. Alright.
You get an aid from Cog.
All right, and there are 5 mazes, and we might as well name the mazes. So the spring maze is called what?
The spring maze, Newborn's Walk.
Newborn's Walk. Okay, and the summer maze was
It's growth.
Youth something.
Autumn was the maze, right?
The maze.
It's the maze.
Because Faye can't help himself.
Okay, these need to be puns.
They all need
Yes.
to be puns.
The maze.
So the first one's the spring in your step.
Spring in your step maze. Summer will be the
Youth's something. Youth's.
Summer. We might have to go with a rhyme for summer.
okay.
Unless you're doing a math
I've got
pun.
summer bummer. That's it.
So I also had summer bummer. Unless like
Summer runner. Almost.
The summer runner maze. All right, cool. Autumn is the maze, which we accepted last time.
Yep.
Winter is
Cold AF.
Oh, wasn't summer supposed to be the hedge maze? The summer runner hedge maze?
okay.
Or was spring the hedge maze?
Was it autumn was going to be the hedge maze, and it was going to be made of maize.
But yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's made of corn. It's made
It's
of
a corn. Yeah. Yeah, it's a corn maze made of maze.
And the spring in your step, a sewer maze. Storm sewer maze, the summer runner maze.
Spring run. Spring runoff.
And then winter.
The icy step maze.
It's like something about slippery. Yeah, like a freaking
The abominable
snow maze.
That was
The
good.
abominable snows maze, and the final maze is the grand maze of the Minotaur.
No minotaurs were harmed in the making of this maze. Although, if you want me to harm a minotaur...
Disclaimer. No minotaurs were harmed in the creation of this maze. Yeah, that's a good disclaimer. All right. Are we making a visual check for each of these things, or are we just doing one overall?
Let's do the visual check and the disable device check for each one.
Okay, so the art and the difficulty.
Okay.
And for powers purposes, it's like each day one layer was completed. So get anything that was like once per day or whatever.
Yep. Can we time our crafts to employ heroic fortunes?
Probably not. Because it takes way more than 2 minutes. Yeah, they're wrong per level. No, I don't think so.
Okay. What is the other way of getting our things up? I think that's it, right?
Multiple aids.
Well, we don't have any. Shit.
If we had a witch, you can have a witch cackle.
Aren't there any books that can help us? Aren't there any
Crafter's
books
Fortune,
that can help us with this?
Coven-of-One has Crafter's Fortune. Dee Dee.
That's a plus.
Does
5.
Coven have the curse? The hex of fortune?
Give me a second. She has Fortune.
So she could cackle at you for...
Yeah, it's one round, and then she cackles for the rest of the day while you're.
Well, spend your day cackling at you.
It's slightly soothing. I don't think that's quite it.
She has Crafter's Fortune?
She does. It'll give Dee Dee a +4 because she already has a +1 luck bonus.
Oh, okay.
And luck bonuses don't stack. All right, +40 is not too bad. And then aids from all of you. Can anyone marshal together any aids for art? Or
for art?
Artistic.
The only thing I can give you
Taxidermy.
is bluff from...
Yep.
I can give you a bluff from Desaad.
That's not art.
Mm,
You have perform of anything.
Disguise?
I don't know if Amadeus is something.
Disguise, I would say disguise probably counts.
There you go. You auto aid.
Okay.
You know how to do makeup.
Escape artiste. For Amadeus. No? Okay. That's fine.
Escape artiste. I like that.
He has tattoo artiste.
Tattoo artist can.
Okay, auto aid from Amadeus.
Nice. It's +8. I'm hearing.
Let's see if Grackle can help you with anything.
I didn't know you made tattoos.
He looks
Grackle.
kind of. He looks. He can't hide his. He's ashamed of what he did with tattoos.
Grackle can craft weapons.
Oh, you were tattooing penises with things, weren't you?
What? No.
BBs everywhere.
Oh, don't worry, Amadeus. We'll find you a date one day.
Grackle can give you either disguise or craft weapons.
So he leaves
Disguise.
the room.
Okay, do you want craft weapons or disguise from Grackle?
Disguise? Weapons, because, like, there's, like, bits of... There are side treks that you find, like, rooms with themes and weapons and cool things to look at. So,
Yeah.
All right, so that's a +50 total from help from the party for each of these layers. And first one is a 66.
Hey, Chaga, what do you know how to do skill-wise?
Chaga? I'm reading a book. Crafting?
He knows how to bake. Cook.
Profession, something artistic.
Profession cook and 1 rank profession soldier. And then he knows how to pick up things and psychometry them. No,
Profession cook, potentially?
Nah, Chaga's just reading the book and letting the party do their arts and crafts. The Summer Maze only got a 51. The Maze got a 67.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
The Winter Maze got a 63. And the Final Maze got a 64. Okay.
Okay, now what are the
difficulties?
Difficulties?
All right, Dee Dee from my side can aid you, and Los is also a trap guy, so he can aid.
Oh, you want traps? Give me a sec.
Yep.
What is this? Disabled device?
Disabled device.
Yep.
Okay, so Grackle, Sod.
Yeah, I mean, Los has got a plus 40, and Dee Dee's got a plus 39.
So Grackle and the Sod and
Los Dee Dee.
Los Dee Dee. Okay. And can I add? It's not a craft check technically, so can I?
Hold on.
Crafter's Fortune is not going.
Is there like a? I'm looking for Desaad's like.
Crafter's Fortune would apply, but your rogue to disable trap stuff doesn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wish it was the other way around. Hang on. So.
Okay, so that's a plus 5 luck from Crafter's Fortune.
5
and you've got
minus 7.
And then you've got an 8 from the aids.
Yeah, I got the 8 in there.
Okay. And we need 5 rolls.
Aids.
Alright, so this is 60.
This thing is god tier art.
5 rolls.
Well, you're bringing it to like.
Oh no, I forgot to add d6s. Fuck. Give me a second. Surge. Okay. So 5, 1 d6, and then. Okay, so the art on the first one is 72. Oh, I rolled a 1 on the maze. 52 for the maze. It's like, 72 for the maze. 66 for the abominable snow maze. And 65 for the grand maze of the Minotaur. All right.
All right.
Look pretty good though. Gotta say.
5 rolls for the difficulty. So difficulty for the first one.
Spring in your step. Storm sewer maze
is 74.
Okay. Wow.
So the formula that's going to be used for this is it's DC 54 to complete the maze. It's harder to make the maze than it is to.
Oh, okay. I see. DC 54. Okay.
DC 54, DC 56, DC 59, DC 60 get boned, nerd. DC 59. Those are some hard mazes.
This is harder than Sudoku. It's like Sudoku.
Do you want to use Enter Survival to get through this
becomes, one? Becomes 56. Okay. The maze has a complexity DC of 59. Cool. The abominable snow maze
60.
Are you sure you put a way out in this one? I mean, holy bejesus.
A hero point. Do I have a hero point?
I don't know if anyone does. Give me a second.
Mark might have one.
DM and channel points. Mark has 1 hero point.
I want to add, because it feels to me like the last maze should be the hardest. I want to add 4 to that roll, post roll.
Could you add 8?
Let's add 8.
Okay, we'll add.
It's a pretty selfless use of a hero point.
Okay, the difficulty is 77 on the last maze.
No, 67.
67, correct. Nice.
Ooh-wee.
It's not the best art in the last one, but it's the hardest difficulty. I mean, we're still talking art in 60s. So, if these were
1080p graphics, that's what you're getting right now in high def.
If these were performances, as per the perform skill, just a DC 30, extraordinary performance. In a prosperous city, earn 3d6 gold pieces per day. In time, you may draw the attention from distant patrons or even from extraplanar beings. We have, in all cases but one of the mazes, two of the mazes. Yeah, we've doubled that expectation.
Mm-hmm.
So the best art is 72, and the best difficulty is 67.
Yes.
Divine being, fight over this maze.
Ah.
Try.
All right, Chaga, see if you can solve it.
Shit, that's not nice.
Oh, it's very beautiful. Chaga takes a few steps. Perfect. Puts it down.
You didn't solve it.
No, I got stuck. That's like the first dead end, Chaga.
We worked really hard on it while you were reading.
It's very beautiful. The vines are very nice, and the flowers, and
Do you like the skulls? We put all sorts of skulls inside.
permanent illusion means it could have thermal and
Smells.
Auditory and scent, yeah.
So yeah, there are smells to the flowers and to the maze. You could actually taste like the corn.
Wait till you get to the sewer level.
Oh no, the storm sewer is really nice. I made it open air, and it's got lots of vines and flowers in it. It's not a poopy sewer.
I still call the waterfall Dookie Falls.
Yeah, but Dookie Falls, we've had enough poop for now. I think for a lifetime of poop drugs. I probably don't want to ever see that much brown again. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
I miss Mark.
Do you really?
No. A little. No.
Nah. He was like almost tolerable. Almost.
You know, when your mom makes you eat the Brussels sprouts and she says it's good for you, but there's no evidence that it's good for you. In fact, there's more evidence that it's bad for you than it's good for you, but they make you eat them anyway. That's basically what it is.
Mortis Brussels sprouts, yes.
No evidence that those are good for you. They smell bad. They give you gas.
You've all done a wonderful job. I appreciate how you've worked together.
Yeah.
Took a while to get these ruffians to get it done right, but we got it done.
Are you talking shit?
So we've got Amadeus's strange little maze with the gold pieces left inside, the amazing box of seasonal mazes, and the Boulderdash Box. Which did we find when we looted the?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did we legend lore that or not?
No, you didn't. You didn't do nothing with it.
Okay, we're
You
gonna
want to do something with the Boulderdash Box?
Yeah, we're gonna legend lore the Boulderdash Box during the time where the crafting is happening and so forth.
I will do a full write-up for the Boulderdash Box. I don't actually have that ready right now because it's just like the treasure. I'm like, I did it, and then I go back and look at it. No, I didn't do it. Yeah, this item was crafted for Dumathoin by one of the great craftsmen, one of the great dwarvish craftsmen, whose name is unknown to all spells. Inside it bears secrets of ancient wisdom and of that of dwarven kind. It's also known as Dumathoin's Cube. And it was protected greedily by a Dumathoin's lore keeper for centuries. The last layer of the cube was opened only once. Like the hardest puzzle.
Do we have a sense of if there's any? Give me a second. Greedily by Dumathoin's lore keeper. It was won in a game of.
It was won in a epic game of wits with the Steel Rose, or by the Steel Rose squad of the Imperial Foreign Legion number.
Yeah.
Epic game of wits or half a game of wits and a curb stomping.
Is there any indication of what the rewards are inside? Like, are we giving away something that could actually give us power?
It holds secrets. It sounds like secrets to dwarvish history, secrets to dwarvish right. You don't think it's power in the sense of like the secret of Colin, secret of dark vision.
There's zero chance if Brennos were here, we'd be giving this away.
Oh, no kidding. There isn't a single dwarf in our party. Is there an artifact curse to this box? Like, do you become obsessed with trying to solve it, or?
No. As an item, it is difficult to like focus on. It doesn't like people retrying. Like it's not a like I take 20 type item. You also suspect that it's easier for dwarves than non-dwarves to solve the puzzles.
In any sense of the what happened when it was only solved once?
It was solved once to put the secret inside. The puzzles go from DC 10 to DC 100.
Chuck is gonna, with the group, as he's looking at the box, he's gonna share what he's learned about the Boulderdash Box. I'm wondering if we woo the Minotaur of the first two gifts and keep this one in reserve.
Well, maybe we get him to bend over and then we shoot him in his Minotaur hole.
Oh, that sounds like a
can be
strong
hiding right
idea.
behind him. We put the box down. We put it on a table. He has to bend over and pick it up. And the Dugan just gets him one.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work on a demon lord thing.
Yeah,
Well, just get him real good. Obviously, he's not going to like that.
I mean, maybe we should try to get the secret out before giving it to him. We've thought a lot about mazes in the last 5 days. I'm pretty sure we're sages of mazes.
Maze sage.
Maze sage.
In fact, we're maze sages.
Maze sages.
Just say that 10 times fast. It was so easy.
You're probably gonna seize.
I seize
I
and
think-
maze sage.
I think it would be a good idea. I think it would be a good idea to keep it and share this information inside if we can unlock it. Might
I'll
be
tell
useful.
you what the secret of the dwarves is. They're boring. They're a boring,
Why is the gem
boring
talking?
people who like things made with flares.
I didn't know that was a secret. I thought they kind of just wrote it on everything.
Dwarves aren't good at lying.
Huh.
Perhaps we could play with the Boulderdash Box in the evening while we're on our way. Would someone like to attempt to solve the Boulderdash Box here?
Of course I can solve that. Dwarf.
Why don't I try that after I get the Minotaur?
Never have I met a box I couldn't get into.
Okay.
I can try it after I get the Minotaur sample there, Chaga.
Yes, you could also turn into a dwarf, can't you?
Yeah. Still, Minotaur
You
better.
suspect for non-dwarves it's 10 higher DCs.
Oh, so you could pretend to be dwarves.
I don't make you think I'm a dwarf. Don't you worry.
You're just going to be very boring.
Yes. I'd be like, oh, look, it's a box. Yeah, it's a good square for me. Yeah, I'll make a stool out of it or a bowl. Why? Because those are fascinating for a dwarf.
Dwarfs with their square
maybe
balls!
a hammer. How original. See? Perfect dwarf.
I was completely fooled.
I'll bet you 1,000 gold pieces out of the party slush fund that you can't solve this maze, Dugganschmirph.
Oh, is that so? I tell you what, I'll see your 1,000 and raise you your gravy boat.
No. You want me to give you a gravy boat? I mean, sure.
It's their fae.
I will owe you a gravy boat.
Sucker!
Not a boat full of gravy, an actual implement that holds gravy that
He's
you pour over
really
the mashed
small.
potatoes.
He could use it as a boat.
I'm sure he could. Do you need our assistance in solving this?
Of course not.
You realize after you first attempt it, if you don't give your best shot, the artifact will be very difficult for you to try again.
Well, maybe you should. Hey, remember the notes that we made when we were trying to build the ultimate maze?
Yeah,
Would those help?
yeah, it might help.
With the crafting notes that we made, making 5 really difficult mazes help Dugan.
Sure. Yeah, there's a +2 bonus that you've got from the, like, you have all of your notes and you've been making puzzles. Now, it's going to be a series of checks. 10, 20, 30,
Okay.
40, 50.
Does he know what the DCs are before attempting?
Chaga gives the, like, any dwarf worth his salt should be able to pass the first one. Smart dwarves can pass the second one.
Okay, all right.
Absolute geniuses pass
And are
the
you
third
allowed
one.
to pause between going at it again?
You could, like, you don't have to, like, you could wait, well, it'd be like a minute before it resets.
Ooh. It will get progressively more difficult. I imagine it will go to some insane degree of difficulty. We can use spells to help you when it starts to get really tough. Is it int-based or disable device?
It's supposed to be an int-based check, but like any physical puzzle where you move things.
Right. We're like rogues train on this thing.
Yes.
Talk your questions and cut lockpicks.
You're supposed so
so-
additionally, if you have the knowledge domain as a priest, you can get bonuses using you have a domain power for touching things.
Interesting.
Dugan,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to borrow my tools when you go to the abyss?
Yes, please.
Hey, you gotta bring them back, which means you have to survive the abyss.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
She'll lend you.
No! You have to survive the abyss. Or you just leave a tag on him and then I can pick him off his body. I'll bring him back.
Alright. Well, yeah, you bring his body back if something really bad happens. That goes without saying.
Okay, then maybe you should put a bell on or something. When he falls, we can hear him go.
He doesn't need bells. He needs to be prime Dugan when he goes to the abyss. Okay, use these tools. They're better.
All right. Oh, they are. Oh, look at the edge on that. That is bouncy.
Okay, the first check is DC 20 for a non-dwarf.
I would like to pretend to be a dwarf.
Okay, give me a use magic device check.
DDA auto aids.
Okay. 49.
Oh, you basically you like square architecture
I
and
love
find
cameras and I like axes.
Hello there, Mr. Dwarf.
He's taking his braided hair and pushing it in front of his chin, like, whoa, I'm a dwarf.
okay, yeah, you so it's DC 10.
Hey, Gassan, rub your belt on it.
Pumping the
No, it's mine.
We've got Dassad's belt just
Disabled
wrapped
device.
around.
He auto makes the disabled device.
What was that?
He auto makes the disabled device.
Oh, neat puzzles. Says Lois as he's out of the.
Okay, it gives you, and I'll detail all the layers of information, but it gives you a basic statement about Moradin is the head of all the gods, head of all the dwarvish gods.
In other words, the most boring dwarf. Okay, next level.
He's like Grand Chief Boredom and Grandfather. He created the dwarfs.
He's the snooze master general.
He's Master General. Oh, look at you, big dwarf with a big beer belly. Do you know what kind of dancing you like to do? Square dancing.
Square dancing. Did you?
Chuck is like, Chuck is half paying attention. He's interested in how well they go. He knows that he's already done the work to poke Dugan and doesn't want to ruin...
Dugan's ego is now invested in doing this thing.
That's right. And the party's having fun and they're laughing. This is all morale for Chuck. He's interested in the information. Dee Dee's writing it down. She can speak Dwarven. I don't know if it proclaims this out loud or is it written or...
Oh no, it's tiny dwarvish runes. You basically you're manipulating the puzzle. It opens. You see runes. It doesn't say them out loud.
We should have done this first before crafting, and I got all sorts of ideas to make the maze better. The Amazing Maze, Part 2.
Ooh.
I think we're just going to make these from now on.
Just like leave them around.
Sell them to wizards and rogues, and yeah.
We should put Clark.
You probably should make some easy ones for the dum-dums.
I mean, the next step to this would to actually put a maze spell into it so that you go into the cube and walk around. But that could be kind of mean, and I don't have that spell yet. Well, not ever, but, you know.
Okay, you're approaching the 1 minute. You should probably get...
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm a big bad dwarf. And geez, I fart gravel. Let's go.
Okay, I believe you automake DC 20.
Yeah.
Okay, it tells you a warning about the natural enemies of the dwarves.
Okay. That's DC 20.
I should be taking notes. So, solving the cube, or solving the... Well, one was what? DC
10.
DC 10.
If you should make a note
For non-dwarves.
So, statement about Morden. DC
Yep.
20 was a warning about enemies of the dwarves. Okay. Anything interesting in there?
It's talking about like the historic races. I'm going to take a look at what the Pathfinder favorite enemy is, but it's basically Morden is the good god. That is the bad god.
I think it's
equivalent. It's not talking about like internal warring within the Morden Summon. It's very
Orcs and goblins.
it's
the
here.
guy who's still got defensive training. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's
It
Okay.
might be okay. DC
Warning about common or ancestral enemies. Okay.
and it's ancestral enemies.
All right. DC 30.
auto make that.
Okay. DC 30, it is talking about the hierarchy of dwarven, like the reason for the structures of dwarven society, like the political hierarchy. basically why we have kings.
Ooh! Don't show the Imperium this one.
Oh, very interesting. Very old, we'll say. The fact that they had kings isn't illegal for us to talk about. They shouldn't be. Anyways, yes. Keep going. If you can.
He's not even looking.
Hey, you retwist the Rubik's Cube like puzzle, and it opens again. We're at DC 40.
Yep.
Okay, DC 40. It is speaking about the exalted space with which in Moradin lives. It's describing dwarvish heaven.
Oh, which is called. Give me a second. Moradin D&D. Forgotten Realms, good enough.
Doesn't he live on the mountain?
He lives on.
Or in it, maybe.
I thought they lived in heaven. In this, we've already established that they left heaven. So.
Yep. Well, this would be new information as per like 500 years ago. Right? This hasn't been updated in 500 years. So the data in the cube might be out of date.
Dwarf home is what it's called.
Yeah, I thought it was an offshoot of the Lawful Good plane.
Yeah, dwarf home on Celestia.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go any further?
Yep.
DC 50 is talking about Deep Dwera and Ladiger.
So, statements about Deep Dwera and Ladiger. Spelling that, I think. Okay.
I hope you understand just how lucky you are to have a fey of my skill in your presence.
Oh yeah, you're really skillful.
I don't like the rune that was in there. I have no fucking clue what I was saying, though. Just looked ookie dookie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about the bad dwarves and why they're bad.
Because they like circles.
They try to square the circle, or circle the square.
They color outside the lines, the bastards.
It's like Operation Whittling. You take a square thing and you whittle it down to a circle. They go, give me this, and I'll turn it to a square and a circle, and eventually there's nothing left. All right, that's lore for you.
Come on, Duke, you can do it.
All right.
So 60, keep in mind that it only takes a minute to do. We can start casting heroes fortune.
You ought to make 60. With aid.
Oh, well. Okay.
You'll have to roll next time. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna finish it, but Dugan's gonna try.
60?
60 auto makes.
Auto makes a 60. It's speaking of Moradin's lost son.
Hey, don't we know that guy? Who's named Goldthane? Or is it some other guy?
It is another guy.
Oh, is this the dead body in the astral?
This is the yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is Magrim. It's the tale of Magrim.
Never has a dwarf had a more appropriate name.
Spell that for me.
Magrim.
Magrim. Okay, there we go. All right. I vaguely recall. I don't even know if I named that corpse.
Now, you said I can't take 20, but can I take 10?
Give me a will save.
Or I could just roll.
I mean, do you have a power that just allows you to take 10s?
No, I don't have that power.
Let me see what Dee Dee's spells are.
If you have like the calm under pressure or the rogue talent.
No, I don't have the...
There is pressure. I would claim this to be a stressful situation.
Okay, well...
All right, so do competence bonus help you, Mark?
No. Well, how much for confidence bonus?
2 or 6?
6 will help. It will give me a +1.
How long are these checks taking? A full minute?
They are complex checks. I believe it's 3d4 rounds. Because
Dee Dee could give you a +6 for 42 rounds a day.
That should be enough.
So we'll just write down 42 and start counting down.
Yeah, it is an extremely complex device.
Yep.
So it is.
And you're getting a +8 aid, so it's Grackle, Desaad, Dee Dee, and Los that are all aiding you.
Okay. 2d4 rounds.
2d4?
Okay. It's 2d4 per attempt, and you get 1 minute.
Okay, so Dee Dee's got 36 rounds left after that attempt, and that gives you a +6 competence bonus.
Which equates to +1, but at this point, every little bit's going to help.
Oh, is it only a +1?
Well, he's already got a +5 confidence bonus.
Do you have any morale bonuses?
No.
Okay, we're going to cast Greater Heroism on you.
Oh, Greater Heroism for a +4?
Oh, nice.
Hey, do it!
Yeah. Oh,
do it, dude!
Do you automatically make this, or do you have to roll?
No, I'm going to roll.
Okay.
I was sitting at 62 with the aids before we started casting spells. So.
Okay, so another 5 on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so is there a way to give luck bonuses to?
Do you have your Lux power from?
That's included, I think, in all the.
You can't add Crafter's Fortune to this, can you?
No.
Nope.
I think that's the only luck bonus we have.
All right.
Oh, true skill. Give me a second.
I think that's
personal only.
It's worth looking up. I think it is, but I'm not positive.
Chaga has true skill. No, he doesn't. Let me. Dee Dee? No. Dee Dee. I know somebody in my group has a true skill. She needs to bard better.
It's hard to bard in all the barding ways.
Does Los have true skill? Or am I just remembering? Nope, I'm not remembering properly. Maybe Coven-of-One. Yeah, Coven-of-One. It's just not there. Okay. How can we do this? How do we give you a bonus? Let me check a couple of Dee Dee's. What does Bestow Insight give you? Bestow Insight gives the target an insight bonus on skill checks. Do you have insight bonuses?
I do not have an insight bonus on skill checks.
It gives a +2 and increases by 1 for every 4 levels to a maximum of 6. So 2, it would be 3 at 4, 4 at 8, 5 at 12. We're not 16th. So this gives you a +5 insight bonus. And it lasts a minute per level, so she will cast that.
All right, that auto gets us to the 70.
Okay. 70. It details the creation of dwarves and the use of the incumbrum primeval.
That's a mouthful.
What does that mean?
The words in this text are written
Thank you.
in a way that suggests shame.
Shame?
Yes.
Huh. So Moradin created the dwarves using this thing? This pabulum primeval thing? Pabulum's for babies, right? So
Morden is a dwarf. Dwarves were created by this item by gods. It gets fuzzy.
this pabulum primeval thing, I bet you it's a square.
You probably...
You broke the mold, which means you're a triangle or something. Woohoo! Doors are weird. And maybe that's why they're boring, because they were created. They were manufactured.
Carved out of stone.
Well, I think like stamped.
But they don't look like...
Like, you know, like a cookie mold?
Yeah, I could see them being made that way.
It's probably why their heads are that shape.
See, I like turning the squares on the side so the cookies are diamonds.
Ooh, I like diamonds.
Yeah.
Catford's scratching his head. I don't know if that works.
I waste a lot of the dough that way, though.
Hey, this leftover dough. You just eat it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it.
I better do this before I close back.
All right, DC 80. So with the +5 and the +8 and the plus another 5 for the spells.
I'm at 73. So
73. Okay, so now we're going to start casting Heroic Fortunes.
Okay.
Chaga is going to start burning through Heroic Fortunes.
Heroic Fortune brings us to 81
Okay.
for the next one.
81?
Yeah.
81 describes the fall of the dwarves.
What?
It describes a future with which dwarves do not exist and are a waning species. It is a prediction. It's all framed around the death of Moradin.
Huh. This isn't fun. I mean, solving puzzles is fun, but these messages are like the worst fortune cookies ever.
Maybe the last one's just like, but it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah. Okay, are we gonna be able to get the next one? Is there another one? Really? Really?
Fucking hell. Gee, there's another fucking one.
The cube reconfigures itself in another way, and there's another round of puzzle.
This fucking bullshit.
It's getting hard.
No one can do this. This is fucking impossible.
Chaga
Just think
cast-
about the gravy boat that's on the line.
Gravy boat, I'm coming for you.
There's gonna be a solid gold gravy boat there, Chaga.
We didn't say it was going to be a gold gravy boat.
Yeah, but we didn't say it wasn't gonna be a gold.
With diamonds on it.
I would love to see the general's face when she sees that requisition.
Just making costume jewelry will be fine.
That's your problem. You keep asking for things that they might say no to.
I'm sure the abyss is full of ill-gotten booty that we're going to steal back.
Yes, we are going to steal it back.
For the prime.
For the time.
Alright, Chaga will,
I'm gonna fucking share it.
Chaga will give you the Okay, so +5 from spells, a +5 from Dee Dee's spell. There's the +8 from the heroic fortune.
There's +4 from greater heroism.
+4 from the 5 from spells we've already.
Okay, yeah, that's that. Okay.
Yeah, so 5, 8, 13, and +8 from the aids. 2 from Dee Dee's better tools.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have prayer?
Dugan already has a
luck bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
You have a D6.
Oh yeah, there's
surge. Yeah.
Yeah, there's your surge.
There's a surge.
What's your bonus right now?
81. So 19 or 20.
No, a 9.
Oh yeah, you're right. A 9.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then you've got your surge. So
a surge. So
don't roll low.
Yeah. Hunt. Fuck off. Should have been the last one. Do I have a power where I can take a roll and save it for later?
Oh no, but you did remind me of. Give me a second. Chaga has something called Teaching Moment. As an immediate action, when an ally rolls a nat 1 or a nat 20 on an attack roll, abilities check, skill check, or saving throw, as immediate action, you can help them gain insights. Once during the next minute, each creature can choose to roll twice and take the better result when attempting an attack roll, ability check, skill check, or saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm going to... Chaga's like, oh, remember what you did? And he's going to immediate action Teaching Moment you.
Okay.
So that you can roll twice in the next minute.
Which is about how long these things take.
Can't she cackle?
Well, I made the 90.
No. Coven's not here.
No. Okay.
Get her ass over here.
I think with the next one we can make the 100.
I just rolled 101.
Yeah.
All right. So
what do we learn?
This one you learn about the fall of the material.
But where's the treasure?
Like it is a warning talking about a true war between good and evil, and that being bunk. And in actuality, it is a war between law and chaos, and basically trying to tell you that there are allies that you need that would not make normal bedfellows.
Well, when's this supposed to happen?
Well,
is it before or after the one where all the dwarves die?
It's probably after. I mean, you end the prime, there's no more dwarves. So they can't be waning, right? So the dwarves have to wane first before this happens. Sure, there's lots of time.
Huh. And then everything's gonna be okay. That's it. It's gotta be, like, really nice on the inside. Huh.
I won't lie, this last one's a little tricky.
Ooh, it isn't solved yet.
So, hero point for +8 on the roll?
Yeah, Chaga's casting a third one, and then the Teaching Moment allows him to roll twice. I don't know if it's before. Give me a second. Let us check the writing of this. Can you choose to roll twice after, or is it once during the next minute? Can choose to roll twice and take the better result before attempting. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Roll twice.
Roll twice. And it's at the same bonuses. Good Hope is morale, right?
So is Greater Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is this? Oh, that's why this is not on. All right, plus. All right, 2 rolls, and I'm probably gonna add a surge to the best of them. Surge won't make either of them.
Fucking ninjas.
Is there anything we can do to help Dugan at this point?
Any of the finales? There's supposed to be one that lets you help with something.
Give me a second. There's a heroic finale.
Gives you an extra action.
Heroic finale.
Capra's going to spend a mythic point to let you. Give me a second. Capra's going to use his mythic. I'm standing over here like a dingus, forgetting that Capra is a marshal. All right.
Modify memory of the cube. I didn't try it.
Okay. Capra is going to spend a swift action to grant all my allies within 30 feet a reroll of any 1d20 roll they just made.
Oh, sweet. Does that reroll the double roll?
I think it's just one. It doesn't reroll twice. It's just
Okay.
one extra roll.
All right, let's see what happens. God damn it. If we could squeeze another one, I could try a surge.
What is your legendary item?
Oh, hang on. I got it.
Because sometimes those give you like a bigger surge dice.
Give me a sec.
Okay, since he re-rolled a roll that wasn't...
It's a ring, so...
So Chaga is going to spend a mythic point to act out of turn. Does that... Yes, it acts out of turn to cast a heroic fortune on Dugan.
To re-roll again?
Yep.
This is the most...
Oh, come on, Dugan.
Somewhere there's some, like, being of fake, like, come on, guys.
Don't call the nerd in.
Well, I think we got stuck on...
Yeah.
Nope, the cube begins to... It becomes frustrating, and you can see the first level popping back up. Dugan, you feel no urge to want to do it again.
He walks away. Dee Dee goes and whispers to the other group.
We want to make Dugan forget that he failed at it.
It'll probably be better for everybody if you didn't know he failed it. Chaga, are you okay with buying a gravy boat?
Yes, I'll buy a gravy boat, but perhaps we could play with this another time, i.e., when we've leveled a bit. I'm really interested about this. I'm interested. You've scrolled down what it said.
Yeah, I got it all.
Drew some
It was a
sunshine.
bunch of runes. I have no idea what they said.
I also drew in some sunshines and happy faces because some of this stuff is pretty grim.
Yes, I expect the illustrations to not match the...
Oh, shit, never mind, I already did it.
What happened?
I should have, instead of rolling again, added the 4 to the 93, and then spent a surge.
The 4...
An after the fact hero point.
And after the fact hero point instead of a reroll, to the 93 and then tried for a surge.
I don't know if you can spend. If you have to check with Marty, can you spend one on a roll and then one after the roll? I think for hero points it was like just burn them down.
Yeah, you can't spend multiple surges on the same.
Yeah, that would be another way to do it.
But it wasn't. But there's only one surge.
Yeah, I mean you could spend it because the plus 81 didn't have it, right?
The plus 81 has the plus 8.
Has the plus 8. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then you spent. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we failed this one.
Yep.
You're right.
It's all right. It was real close.
I think you can, but
no, because that would be a total plus 12 from hero.
Yes.
Points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that
reroll
works.
was necessary. Yeah, you're right. Ed was right.
Yeah.
I didn't think you get that far. I was like, oh, this party, they're going to get like 60, 70 maybe. Oh.
So close.
And your base disabled device was what? Your starting point?
It was 52.
Oh my god! So there's almost no point for Dee Dee and Lowe's to try from scratch. Plus 40 and plus 39.
Yeah.
With spells, they'll get into the 60s or 70s and then crap out. How's oh, that's not there.
It's a couch. Desaud's, I will check his real quick. I don't think.
Yes, the bet will still stand, Dugganschmirph, if you can figure out a way past the last barrier. Assuming that's the last one. If it keeps going.
This is not meant for mortal hands.
No, but the powers that we've been accumulating are from immortal beings.
They're not for the likes of us.
Do you have display of dexterity?
The godliest of godly gods could sneak through that.
You know what? Your tools are kind of like. Next time we got some time, I'm gonna make you some really special tools.
Well, I know my tools aren't great, but let's face facts. Not too many people manufacture for people my size.
I'll figure it out. I made you some stuff before.
I know, but
So, superior grade tools plus 4 circumstance bonus plus 10 competence bonus, I think would
Oh, freak, yeah.
would be. It's basically like craft costs would be something like 6,000. So it's almost something she could do while you're in the abyss, is make Dugan some tools. In fact, I'm going to write that down as a. How have we not done this before? Because we haven't encountered DC 100 drafts.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Good reason why.
Plus 50 always seem to get the thing done.
Okay.
Always seems to get the job done.
What's he picking that with? A toothpick. He's fine. Never mind.
Charlie, can you leave me some of the slush funds? We're gonna build some better tools for
Dugan. Oh, yes. I am very surprised that we actually found the limits of Dugan's Lagar domain.
We didn't find limits. We just found a temporary obstacle. You know? Just didn't quite have it in him this time.
so we're pretty sure Morden himself made the box, right? Or Dumathoin?
No, it could have been. It's some unnameless word.
Dumathoin made the box, which is why I couldn't get in it.
Yeah.
We'll do it next time, but don't worry. 9 out of 10 ain't bad at all.
Well, that assumes that the 10th one was the final one.
Does Jaga know how many layers this thing has from the legend lore? Like, were we close, or are we still
You
like...
think there was
PC
one more
20.
layer?
So after the one that you failed at, I think there's one final layer. We're very close.
Dugan,
Yeah.
do you want to forget that you failed?
No.
It's a part of his character.
Failures and ball them up deep down inside and release that as a.
How do you think we keep going?
For those who deserve it.
Okay.
The next dwarf we fight's going to be in for a doozy.
So he's gonna be
So I'll work on tools while you're floating around the abyss.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. But you still can borrow mine until we figure out better tools. Little tools. Wee little tools.
Do we have anybody around that can be trusted to kind of protect Dee Dee while we're gone?
Taking Moog with us?
I don't know how many of the cohorts and things you're pulling into the abyss.
I'm going to recommend none because I don't think they're coming back.
You're not going to come back if they go.
Not except Moog. Moog might actually make it back. He's got regeneration.
Well,
I'll be fine.
All right. Just make sure we just take care of yourself, all right?
if you run into any troubles, you either go to Gwendolen or call the guy with the hat. But don't sign anything. Don't make any signs at all. No stop signs, no happy birthday cards, no, walk this way signs, nothing. No signs.
Do we have any keys to Gwendolen's realm?
No. We should make one.
Yeah, we have the woodlands ingress, which was the tree stride to get through a certain part of the thing. I don't know.
Yep.
Is that a certain tree, though, that we need?
That was a certain... You're basically going into her tree. You go to her tree, and then you go into her tree. Woodland stride into her tree.
I mean, Phoebe can teleport.
Okay, well, that's a thing.
I'll have Phoebe with me.
All right, if Phoebe's around, yeah, okay. If Phoebe's around, then she'll be all right.
Yeah. I thank you for your... Phoebe will be the midwife.
Hey, Chava,
Yes, Dugganschmirph.
your friend who smells like a bar.
Barnabas, yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Darby.
Yeah, the one who reeks of,
The one who's got pee-pee on his pants.
What about him?
What if she got in trouble? Would he come and help? Because you asked.
I suppose the tower might be a good place to hide if you need to hide there.
Yeah.
Might cost us, but that's on it. It's just being bitter.
Barnabas is motivated by money, so promise him some money. Not too much money, but enough money.
Okay. A gravy boat's worth of money.
Make sure it's a small gravy boat.
Made of gold with diamonds.
Yes,
Wait a minute, that's my gravy boat.
I mean, if we're in trouble...
All right, fine, you're worth a gravy boat.
Yeah. But yeah, it's your gravy boat.
I kind of want gravy now.
I almost want that.
Do we have any
to
gravy?
happen. Come and help me, and I'll give you a gravy boat. What?
We'll be fine. Phoebe and I will keep tabs on the others as they guard the forts. We're going to heal people, and then I'm going to get ready to deliver these babies.
The forts are supposed to be attacked, aren't they?
yes, we're going to go deal with that.
Oh.
Am I coming for that, or...
Well, we could use your healing powers, but perhaps we should see what Coven-of-One can do. If we're going to travel with her to the abyss...
Yeah, once we're in the abyss, it's kind of we're stuck with who we got, I think, right?
Coven-of-One smells funny.
I was almost stuck with the Inquisitor, says Los.
Okay. No, that's no problem. I don't want to go hip deep into orc guts.
All right, then. We have our box. Let us go... someone go find Sulfur. This is his sort of job, and Desaad, could you go and fetch Coven-of-One? Let her know at least that we're going to go and fight an Oni, which is an evil thing.
Yeah, sure.
And actually, Grackle, you go find Coven-of-One. Desaad, you stay here and help me figure out how we're going to track down where this Oni is.
All right. Well, we know they're going to be. They're the ones that are setting up the attacks, right?
Yes, we need to find Kojo, the Earth Lord Oni. He fights with a Tetsubo, and he is the only elemental Oni left of their army aside from this Oni of the Void, which we haven't heard much about. We could also find that one too, 2 for 1.
Maybe.
Feed 2 birds with 1 scone.
Would they fight?
Big enough skull, and you're likely to get 4 or 5 parts on that.
Hey, it's better than killing birds with stones.
I like that one, Chaga. You go. You keep up with the food things.
But if you want to kill a bird, it's best to use stones. Stones are soft.
Apparently, it doesn't matter with you because your telekinetic force is around whatever you're hurling.
That's right.
Oh.
If you need to kill birds, I would not recommend scones. I would recommend either poisoning them or shooting them with arrows or like a blowgun.
What if you poison the scones?
Huh, that'll work.
So,
What
let me
map?
see if I got this straight. We're going to poison Kojo with scones.
What map should we be on? Conversation or?
Conversation or the Fort Manius. You were in the Fort Manius's attic previously.
Where are all of our dudes?
I think all your dudes are currently in the Dumathoin's Hold. So I will pull all your dudes out of Dumathoin's Hold.
Nice.
And
we'll get Sulfur back. Do you want Gordon?
No, I'm not going to take Gordon back.
Dee Dee's gonna go find Phoebe.
I'm going to put Greg or something.
All right. Another problem that we have is how do we transport Dumathoin's Hold without accidentally going there? Can we quickly fashion a box that's kind of like a carrying case? So you have to actually stick your finger inside to touch the cube.
sure, and give me a spellcraft or a knowledge planes check as part of doing it.
Okay, Chaga's got the spellcraft with 49.
Okay. You're going to need to recharge this in the next 3 weeks. So it needs to be affixed to a ley line where it can leech power.
Oh, okay. And where is there a ley line?
Well, there's a confluence of ley lines at Fanfar where that tower appears. And then those ley lines do travel, so you just need to affix it upon a ley line.
Okay, can Dee Dee, given that she did the maths last time for the ley line travel, make a check to figure out where there's one nearby?
Sure.
Arcana?
She can knowledge Arcana, yeah.
Okay, she puts on the ley line, the navigating item. She'll take 20 and get a 52. With spells, will be 54 plus a d6.
Okay.
D6, 58.
58? Okay. There is actually a ley line that intersects with Fort Severus? Fort Maximus. Fort Severus.
Where Vigil is?
Near where Vigil is, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to hide the cube inside our hidey hole with all the ropes.
Okay.
We're going to get Dugan to stealthily hide the cube somewhere.
Okay, how does Dugan
After
get there?
craft a basic box that just basically has, picture a lantern casing, the box suspended inside, and then a hole that you could flip open and stick your finger in to touch the face of the cube.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, the cube will last for give or take a month, and then it needs to recharge for give or take a month for travels. It's basically a one-to-one in a ley line, out of a ley line. There might be better ley lines that you could find or better confluences that will supercharge it or that sort of thing.
Okay, so it's currently recharging near Vigil's room. That's neat magic. All right, so we'll set that up while we're crafting and studying our books, and then we need to find a method to track down the Oni.
Yes, sir. We could ask around.
Yeah, we could try the most basic way of scrying first.
Well, we know he's surrounded by a lot of troops, right? If we know the general area.
The only goblins I remember are the ones that I killed.
If we know the general area.
When I sleep.
That's disturbing. If we know the general area, why don't we just go and scout it out?
All right. Desaud, while we're waiting for Grackle to return, can you, Coven-of-One sort of a diviner as well, can you go and fetch whatever intelligence we have on the current locations of the troops from General Auburn?
Yep.
Okay, Marty, could you switch to the overland map real quick?
Yeah, let me save this first.
That's a good idea. I'm also going to save it.
Saving.
Also saving.
Let me know when it's done.
Chugga, 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 chugga. You can do it. Chugga, chugga, chugga.
I'm pretty sure I'll cause errors if I switch them out while you're saving.
Probably. No. I created a new file. There we go. It's saved.
Okay, open campaign. Campaign.
Campaign.
Campaign with a shotgun. World map.
Campaign in the membrane.
Campaign at the brain.
Okay. The latest intelligence. Let's. Do you?
Hey, General. What do you know about them goblins?
There you go.
With a you know.
So Fort Servius, Fort Maximus, Fort Manius. We're spending a lot of time at Manius during downtime. Fort Servius is where we stuck the Dumathoin's cube.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have reports of an army south of Fort Tolokrum.
Let's go deal with them. Just look one after another. Like, boom, 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 boom.
I mean,
There's
Chaga's
also
fine spending a 5-day or a 10-day just
Making the enemy pay.
just making the enemy pay so that we buy ourselves some time to go away to the abyss.
There's also reports of an army that is somewhere in these forests to the northwest,
Okay.
in the northern Fangwood. And you know that there's some sort of resupply moving further south in the Venkeshi territories. These are sort of the main forces. The region between the Trifort area and Fort Crag is pretty much under control in terms of the Steel Rose during their downtime smashed things. The Sulfur and Capra and Chaga did do some absolute like 1-day smashes of different troop units and this sort of thing.
Cool. What did that add to our kill count totals?
Ahmed roll a D10,
D1000.
Mark roll a D10, Marty roll a D10.
3. Oh.
4.
6.
Okay, 346 goblins were killed in these sorts of raids. There might have been more. They weren't confirmed.
And what were the battle for Gwendowen? Like, how many creatures did we defeat during that dungeon, approximately?
What constitutes a creature in Chaga's list?
Anything intelligent.
So, undead.
Yep.
So like all undead, anything. Okay. The haunts don't count, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay, then you would have slew probably 60 things in that dungeon. 65.
So 60 corrupted fae, undead, and monsters. Okay.
Should be something like that. Oh, no, it'd probably be more like 75. I forgot about the satyrs. The red caps crossed with quicklings. the quick caps.
346 plus 75, 421. Plus 421. Our kill count is at 8,249.
We're going to hell.
No, we're feeding the gods well.
Yeah, we're feeding the wrong. The
I don't
gods,
sleep
though.
so good.
Chaga wants this next raid to double that
Am I the
number.
only one who only hears screams in his dreams?
Chaga set an internal goal that he shared with his with the officers, which means Capra.
Kev? Just Capra?
Kev. Yeah, the sergeant's fine.
Yeah.
That he wants that number at 20,000.
That's like a third of Foundry.
We now know from Colonel Clark that this tactic is effective, or at least the tactic that he wants to pursue. If we get our numbers up that big, then it will buy us some leeway with any of the detractors that follow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Who needs sleep anyway?
Also, if we inflict casualties that great, it will take the goblin army some time to reform, which would give us time to do a raid on the abyss. I know that this is distasteful, but it is war.
Yeah.
One way of winning the war is to hit the enemy so hard that they lose all morale,
Will to fight.
a will to fight.
Yeah. When the rats get so numerous that they stop running away when you go to get them.
Is that what
Kinda like
happens?
There's also a thing called like a king rod, where they're in the tunnel, and because they're all together all the time, their tails get caught in a big knot, and they turn into like a big spidery thing made out of rats.
Okay, so Chaga's now got 2 places we can go and hit, or at least that's good. So one near Paul Rule's territory and Fort Tolokrum, and then one further up the Narlacon River.
Yep.
Near the headwaters of the river. Perfect. And also seems like logical places for troops to be if they're going to attack. All right, we still need to find where the Oni is, and then don't forget that they're going to open a tower probably at Fanfar and just pour troops through. So,
But, good reminder, it shows up at Fanfar because that's a crossroads of ley lines, which is where we can charge our.
we could charge the thing in the future there. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I want to hand over the cube to them, but that tower.
That tower's
The whole fucking system is gonna be. So you spend time in Acheron? Yep. Why? Well, we got this tower thing. Oh, so good. Unless we defeat the Iron Lord and the whole thing explodes, but
Load bearing, boss.
No. I don't want to deal with this. Load bearing boss. All right, do you have what you need, Adam?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Chaga is willing to try a greater scry on Kojo. Do we need to know who he is in order to do this? Why do I always forget?
It's just he gets a bonus on his save.
Bonuses, yeah. Which is probably pretty good to begin.
Can I mythic point a legend lore on him so that the legend lore only takes a short period of time?
Yes, you can.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so instead of a D10 days, it takes seconds. The rod covers for the expensive component for the incense, but our bookkeeping does not. So let me just add.
Yeah, so you do get the less complete and less specific, but it gives you enough information to help find the thing, allowing a better legend lore. Okay. The Legend of Kojo. All right.
Kojo gets angry quite a bit. Bites a lot.
He's not a dog.
My brain went there too. I can't deny it.
It's my fault, apparently.
Bad Kojo.
All right. Kojo is an Oni who fashions himself a diplomat and a conqueror. He is a powerful caster and has a powerful compatriot who is a dragon, but not a dragon.
Sounds like me.
Decide if you switch sides.
No, not that I know of. Shit, maybe the other guy did.
I know of.
That's not reassuring. He has been to many worlds and many places. He treats with old allies. Looking to bolster numbers.
Do you have any idea of what those allies are?
You suspect that the allies are legendary in nature, because now that we've cracked this can open.
Oh, okay.
The whole, are you 11th? Oh, everything you do is on Twitter. Everything you do is on Twitter.
A Twitter that only 11th level casters could possibly go on.
Yes. Only the rich get to know what you're doing.
Yeah, but okay, so to do this, it would be a Twitter while you watch the web page load for 1d10 days.
Yep.
Yeah. Whew. All right. There's nothing about his relationship to the Iron Lord, or
he serves the Iron Lord. He serves the Iron Lord. He is amongst the 5 Oni generals. It goes through the list of the 5 Oni generals.
Yeah, we smushed 3 of them. All right.
The 3 of them are dead. If you look for their legends, this is what you would. They fell at the hands of. Any other questions about his legend? Like as a powerful being, although it is a spotty legend because you haven't seen him.
Yeah. Do we know what his weapon does? Tetsubo.
His Tetsubo is got the ability to extend, sort of.
Extend spells, or extend as in
extra 5 foot reach.
It gets extra.